And we're back. Welcome. This is Warrior. I wanted to show you something that a lot of people don't take into very much consideration. So what we're going to do today is I'm just going to go in and do just a little bit of farming on gear. Everybody has to farm gear, of course, for their characters to get their strength up. And we all know that you can get shards to turn your stars up to go from 1 star to 7 stars. And we all know you can get gear, and you can put that gear in your character, and it will make your character stronger. I will say that I have seen characters at 7 gear, level 7 gear, that are only a 2 star or 3 star, kick way more butt than a 7 star of that same character that's only at a 2 or a 3 gear. So gear is definitely far more important than any other single piece of the puzzle. And there's about 5 pieces of the puzzle for every single character. You've got mods, of course, you've got your gear, you've got your stars. As far as that, you get through shards. And there's multiple facets to elevate a character. So let me first go ahead and let me just clear some of these things. So I'll go into activity. I'm going to claim my bonus energy. I think we all get that, of course. I want to show you something really quick. If you go to guild activities, and we just did the switch over. So of course my personal 0 for 600. And you can see I'm in a very fast guild. They're already working it. It's only been a couple of minutes and they're already doing over 600 in energy. But we're going to be doing dark side missions, and it says next activity right in the middle of the screen. It says PvP attempts. This is something that some people pay attention to and others do not. It's hypercritical that you do. It's very easy, and all you have to do is focus your energy towards what they're telling you to do, and you're going to maximize the benefits that you get from your guild. So because it's dark side battles currently, I'm going to go ahead and do some dark side battles. So I'm going to try and knock as many birds out with 1 stone as possible. First is I'm going to do nothing but dark side battles. I'm also going to come back here. I'll do my inbox. Of course, rank number 1. By the way, if you're rank number 1, 2, or 3, you get a crap ton of good stuff. You can see all the gems I'm getting. It's pretty easy to constantly go up in gems when you're making 50. I'm not sure what the customer support's for. I didn't do anything or have them do anything to me, but I'll take it. And then my guild activity, I have a very competitive guild. Of course, I'm in Team Instinct, and I'm one of the newbies, as I'm only level 20 or 74. And I'm about to switch to 75. I might even pop 75 on this video. But so my rank's 28 on that last one, only 178 coins. Pretty pathetic, but I'll take it. And I'm going to go ahead and come back here. Now, I guess you can see I am at 9264 of 9900, so we might be able to make that. I want to go ahead and just buy a little bit of energy, so we're just going to do 3 of the 100s. Now, if you saw, I just won 500 gems, so this isn't that big of a deal for me. And it goes into the 200. Some people buy the 200 levels. I have occasionally, but I'm not going to right now for the sake of this video. So I have plenty of energy standing by. And I got money, of course, only about 500,000, which is nothing, but it's plenty to do what I want. Now I want to go down, and I'm going to pick Chief Nebbit today, okay? So I just barely started on my Jawas. I just unlocked, however you pronounce it, Dathka, or Dathcha, and Chief Nebbit. And then, of course, you start with the original Jawa that's down on the middle left. But I just unlocked Dathcha and Chief Nebbit yesterday on both of them, and I'm starting to gear them up. I've got Dathcha, if that's how you say it, at gear level 4, which is pretty bad, and I haven't even spent a moment on their attacks and abilities. Again, I'm just starting to, as of yesterday, focus on these characters. So, but I am going to show you something, because a lot of people, when they're gearing, just carelessly gear. They see a plus like this, they click on it, and it says below who it's needed by, and of course everyone can see that. So if you craft, you'll see you've got one of these thermal detonators, and only 2 characters needed. Either this Ewok, which you can click on, and it takes you to Chief Chirpa, and he's gear level 3, and of course I gotta do my Ewoks too. It's just too many tunes to worry about, but you know, you just got to focus on them. So right now I'm going to do the Jawas, but I because I'm focused on my Jawas, I'm going to go ahead and equip that. Now I want to show you something. When you come in here and you see something that you need, for example, let's go to this middle one. It's got a shield generator. I'm going to go ahead and click the find. Now, the first thing people do, and this is a huge mistake, most people look and they just go, okay, this one in the middle costs 6 energy, so that's the one I'm going to do. They also see that it has two items that they need, and they probably aren't scrolling down, but they see 240 gold, or they'll get that. Now, this seems like a logical solution for them, because if they look to the left and to the right, they see that they cost 12, and it just doesn't make logical sense to spend 12 when you can get, twice the opportunity to earn what you want. And while I would say that that's pretty sound logic, as you start to unlock these other battles, it's not going to be, and this is why. So as you start to scroll over, as you start to unlock more and more things, something you'll notice is the rewards will get better. And I want to show you this one to the far right where it says 10, and I want to show you the one that says 6, and I want to compare the two because there's a lot of differences. So this first one, you've got the opportunity here to get this purple level. Now, I don't currently need it for any of my characters, but that's because I haven't developed enough characters yet to need it. I already have 12, so I don't necessarily need this piece of purple gear. And then there's blue gear, and I actually do need this. I only have one, and I need it for 6 characters, 2 of which are my Jawas that I'm working on, and Tebow, which I'm currently developing as well, because I'm trying to get Tebow up there. So this is a critical piece I couldn't get at the other one. And then here's my shield generator I was looking for, and of course 5 of them need it to include 2 of my Jawas. Now, this is why it's important. You see there's better rewards down here, of course, with the training droids, but look at this gold. I want you to notice this. For 10 energy, I can earn 860. That's 86 gold pieces per energy. Now come back here. Not the same. You could spend 4 more energy and get nearly 3 times, actually more than 3 times the gold. So 240 for 6 versus 860 for 10. So it doesn't make any logical sense when it comes to gold to not do this one for 10, because you're going to get more than 3 times the amount of gold for your energy. So it's really important that you pay attention to all of this. The other thing is, if you scroll down, is I don't need this. I have 79, and so this is worthless. This is actually the only benefit to doing the 6, is that I get mediocre amounts of money, and I get the one thing I'm looking for. But when I go to this one, I get purple gear potentially, I get blue gear that I actually need and I only have one of, and I get the original shield generator. I get better rewards and better money. So this is something you got to pay attention to. Now, if you look at the top where it says 7F normal, right below that it says dark side. Now this is critically important because guess what? Today is dark side battles, and I want to make sure I get my 600 out of 600 coins earned for my league, because I want to make sure I'm doing my part for my league. The other thing is, as you go up, as these get harder, as we go to the right, the drop rates for the greens and the blues start to become easier, and the purple, because the purple are being introduced, and the purple have a harder to get drop rate. So the drop rate increases as you go to the right. I've tested this time and time again and have found it to be true. Whether the company will admit that is the case, that is in fact the case when I do it. The other thing I'm going to tell you is you should always do the sims in bulk. You should never sim one at a time, and the reason for that is each time you do a battle, the simulation generator will run the statistical odds. If the drop rate is 1 in 6, it could statistically take 6 times to drop, or it might drop immediately. But when you do 6 battles, it increases the odds to get it in at least one of those 6 battles. But I've done this many times, and I find that when I do multiple sims at once, I have a higher drop rate than I do if I do them one at a time. Again, this is one of those debatable topics, but I'm telling you, through my experience, that's been the case. So obviously this is something that I need. So I do need one of these, but I have 5 characters that need it, so I'm not real stressed if I run a few extra. I'm going to go ahead and run 5. 1, because I know I'm going to get a better drop rate. 2, because I need one for 5 characters instead of just 1 character. And 3, I'm trying to burn through this energy for the dark side battles for my team. So I'll hit 5, and this will show the 5 battles. And of the 5 battles, I got 2. That's about a 40% drop rate. It's exactly a 40% drop rate. Something you'll notice is I got 2 of the purple, which I don't currently need, and I got 2 of the blue, and these are great, and I already had 3, so now I have 5. And then of course I got 2 of these, which I needed a few more than that, but that's okay. I'll continue. I'm going to go ahead and go back, and I'm going to equip. And then come down here, and of course it's the same type thing. We'll go ahead and craft that, so we're good there. And I need 10 of these, I think. Actually, I only need 5. Yeah, I only need 5 of those for this. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Same principle applies. I'm going to go ahead and scroll to the right. I'm going to look for the best one possible for me. Now, if there's any for 8 or 10, they're probably going to be better. For example, if you look at this, I have plenty of this Mark IV fusion furnace, but this has the Mark III droid collar. It's a very popular part. I mean, if you look at the bottom, I have a ridiculous number of troops that need this. I'm guessing over 20 of my troops need this part. So this is a critically important piece. The other thing is the biotech implants, relatively necessary. I have plenty of those and plenty of those. But if you look again, 860 gold, and then I don't have the last few unlocked. So I am going to look at this because I have this one right here that's 8. It is cheaper. It's 540 gold, which is not quite as good, but it does come with the droid collar I need, and of course the furnace that I do not need as well. And so I'm just going to kind of go through, and this is how I do my analysis. I take a look at what it comes with and whether I really need these or not. Now this is something I don't need as well, so you can see the benefits here are not that good. The gold again goes up, but for a level 20 it's actually not as good. If you were to double it, you'd get 720 gold from the right one, whereas you're only getting 1440 from the level 20. So this is kind of confusing. A lot of people don't pay attention. However, the benefit for the 20 and the one in the middle is you would get Ray. Now I have Ray at max, so I don't need that, but this is one of those things you just got to pay attention to. So I needed 4 more of these, and this is going to have a low drop rate, so we're just going to go ahead and do 10. We're going to see what happens with 10. So it gave me 8 of the blue, which is not bad. I really didn't need them. And of course 3 more of the fusion furnace pieces, and I got 4 out of 5. I'm going to go ahead and do another multi-sim. I'm going to drop it down to 5, and I got 1 on that one. I think sometimes the game knows exactly what you need and gives you that. I'm going to go ahead and craft. Same thing. Now this Loriner power cell is needed by virtually everybody, and it's absolutely insane how many of my characters need it. So I'm going to go ahead and go to find. Again, I'm looking for a dark side battle, and I'm also looking for the best value of my energy. I want to make sure I'm spending my energy appropriately, and so I'm getting the things I need. Now this is one that pretty cool. I actually needed quite a few of these Mark III blast hex, and it increases speed by 4, which is excellent. And of course it has these. The only problem is this is a light side battle, so that's a little sad. So I'm going to keep looking, and it doesn't look like that I have any dark side battles over here. So I'm going to come back to my dark side battles, and it looks like the only dark side battle that I have are these, and I'm not going to do the one for 12. So oops. So it's a matter of which one of these I want to do. 240 with 350. So you can see that the one on the right comes with this, which I don't really need, and the one I do need, but it comes with more gold. And look at this. They are both 6 energy, yet one nets more gold than the other one. A lot of people don't even look at that. This is the whole point of this video, is to teach you how to knock multiple birds out one stone. It's all about efficiency. You want the most amount of reward for the least amount possible. Now, because I'm gonna need these for virtually everyone, I'm just gonna do 20 on my simulation, and I got 8 out of 5, which is more than enough, but I am gonna go ahead and do another multi-sim at 20, and that one I ended up getting 7. So that's not bad, and I'm going to do one more multi-simulation of 4, and I got 1. So I'm going to go ahead and be done with that, come back, and I want to go ahead and craft. I like to craft them just so they are done for other characters, and then I will create this shield generator and I'll equip it, and that allows for me to do an upgrade on the entire character to level 5, and we will go ahead and do a few of these that we have sitting around. And that was one of them I had gotten from another earlier in this raid. So as you can see, there's a few other characters that I need to develop, and I'm working on Chief Nebbit as well as quite a few others. But I just wanted to show you, when you guys are looking for your gear, just pay attention to everything. Don't spend just the first six because it's cheap and it only costs six. You want to make sure you're looking at the gold and every other reward that they offer. And it's a big deal because, again, you want to be efficient, especially if you're a free to play player. You're not going to get as many opportunities. It's just like training, and I'll go into how to use training most efficiently, because a lot of people, when they train, don't use their money efficiently. So I will show you that on another video. If you like this, go ahead and please like and comment below. I will also do character reviews, so if you have any characters that you would like to hear about. Again, I'm new. I've only been in the game about 6 weeks, but I do have a number of characters that I can do reviews on, as I have quite a few Gear 9 and Gear 8 characters. Please shout it out, and I will be sure to put a video on here. Thank you.